Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
When people see the fencing, they just assume it's a gang house. But we're not really a gang. We're just a wee family.
Closer, put your arm around my shoulder.
Nah, not happening. Just a normal, happy family, really. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say normal, but a happy family. Not finished. It does look intimidating. It's not overly inviting, but they're more than welcome. We'll invite anybody in, whether you get back out's another story.
Come on, just do it. Jeremy's just going to do it for a couple of secs, OK? Well done, boys. Okay, you can go inside now. Well done. Good. You don't have to go backwards. It's so special.
Unique. I wouldn't really know how to put into words. Everyone's different. Jacob's kind of shy. Likes to stay in his room and watch movies, like Jackson. He's extremely smart. Jackson, I'm not quite sure what it'd be like to be him. I imagine I'd be mostly confused about how the world works. I'm not quite sure. Really, all I see is my disability is I find it a little bit more difficult to learn things and to pull the information out when I need it.
Jaron was diagnosed autistic and dyspraxic, but because he can talk, he doesn't think he is compared to his brothers. Well, you just got to learn simple solutions for everything, you know. Just change your way of looking at things rather than being upset by how the kids do things. Work a way of making it fit in with our normal lives, basically. Well, the challenges is the fact that the children don't talk. You never know how they're feeling, what they're thinking, and how safe they are. Just practicing my sign language. Well, Jackson's trying, but he thinks he can say good morning to everything, and that's his way of, but little bits each day, and, you know, and it does make a difference, definitely. And he's a little bit more verbal. Jacob's more verbal now because he doesn't like the sign language. Oh, I love my kids, you know, always wanted to be a mum, so I don't think it was going to be this hard, you know. I thought it would be, you know, maybe that's my fault. I had high expectations, you know, but I suppose every parent does. I figure the rest of my life I'll probably just be caring for the kids until I cark it, really. Sorry, son. Gonna have breakfast, are you? Or are you gonna do cartoons? Set your mirror up so you can watch cartoons, sweetie. In the mornings, Jacob gets up first. He's up at about 6:30. His taxi comes around 7:30. Jackson stays in bed until I've come up from Jacob's taxi, and then he comes out and has his breakfast then. In the mornings, because the TV's facing that way, Jacob can't see it having his breakfast. He sets the mirror up so he can watch it from the breakfast table. Pretty smart, really. They used to have breakfast together, but they don't like each other for a start, so that makes it difficult. The fighting and the screaming and the kicking out of each other, it's best not to wind them up, not stress them out. What time are you going to head down for the taxi, son?
7:20.
7:20, okay, then I'll be on to it. Come on. I know it's not normal, but nothing in our houses. We just do things to keep everything peaceful. Jacob used to melt down, 10 times a minute sort of thing. He just screams and just grumpy, and he starts doing his little tick things, and he'll start walking laps. It's not nice seeing him wound up like that because it takes him a really long time to calm down, so you basically just try not to get him in that state in the first place. A lot of compromise, doing separate rules for each kid. It's the only way it works.
Taxi. Ready? Good man. Morning, boys. Here's the river. You're looking good. Well, the boys get taxied to and from school. They're in separate taxis. Morning, son. Time to get up. Jackson, he's awesome. All I have to do now is sort of turn the shower on for him, set his toothbrush up, and armpits. Spray him with the deodorant. He hasn't quite worked out how to line that up. Oh, and also help wipe his bum. He unfortunately still doing that job. Arms up. Let's go. One. Cool. Good man. Thank you. Jackson, come brush your teeth, please. Good man. They're all getting older, so more mature, but now my plan's sort of around Jackson. Age-wise, Jack's sort of at the 7, 8 sort of mental age. It's just kind of picking Jackson up and moving him forward. And really got to work more on the sign language and some speech, because no communication's just hard work.
Morning, Jackson.
Put your seatbelt on. Seatbelt, please. Good man.
We just take it one day at a time, because it's no point making plans because anything could happen.
Good man. See us.
You've got 5.5, 6 hours off 5 days a week while they're at school, and it's kind of an 18-hour a day job and 24 on the weekends. I'd like a life outside of just this house. I'd like a partner to help, not just the chores, but enjoy the good times, go places, bit of backup, when you are a bit stressed, and, someone to just remind you to chill down a bit, because it can get a bit stressful.
In an all day, I'd wake up, have my breakfast, go for a walk, maybe do some weightlifting, watch a movie, go out with friends, have dinner and go to bed. An ideal day would be something very exhausting. Yeah, I'd rather be doing something like labouring or carpet laying. I do like a hard day's work.
When Jarum's out of school and not working, because it needs to be someone understanding of Jarum forgetting everything daily. And that's the problem with this dyspraxia, is it's very frustrating because he knows it, but he can't remember. People generally yell at him and then he loses the plot totally.
Hi. Thank you. Have a good day. See you later.
With Jackson, because he's such a runner, padlocks, definitely. The fencing's inside out so they can't climb up the posts. Got rid of all the plastic furniture, anything that's mobile, it's gone. Because, I don't know if Jackson could climb up, but it's just not worth the risk. Yeah. It's a really horrible feeling losing your child.
Take your lunchbox out, please.
Jackson's gone places, he's got all the way to Highbury on his feet before.
Hi, Jacob. Slowly go up. Say bye, Rick. Oh, empty. No one else gets to go on. See you later. Thanks, Rick. Hi, son.
Hi.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
What have you been doing today? Did you go to the farm?
No,
No, what did you do today? Where did you go?
to Window.
To Winderhome. What did you do there?
Make some plants.
You made some plants. Jacob and Jackson.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Good manners.
Well, you become a parent because you're bringing life into the world, and your job is to get that child set up for life, basically. You know you've done a good job when they can move out, but unfortunately that's not going to happen with my kids.
Hi, Jackson. Time for a shower. Get your pajamas, please.
I don't want to send them off to be cared for by other people when it's my job.
It's just pretty much us four doing everything. Good man. Put your hand out under the tap. This one. This one. Test it. Test it. Is it all right? Not too hot? Okay, shampoo. Over here. Put it in your hand. Come on. Soap on the cloth, please. Come on. Happiest creature. Yes. Let's have a wash.
Normal life that people live, it's not the same as ours. People don't understand that my kids are my gifts. I'm
Ready?
so lucky to have them.
Bedtime, sweetie. Good man. You ready?
I suppose the little things are what's so special.
Look snuggly buggly.
Yeah.
No, I missed it, sorry. Slower. Funny guy.
When Jackson comes up and says, "Hi, Mum," just about breaks your heart because, and every other parent gets that every day, so they don't appreciate the real little things.
Kia ora.
Oh, kia ora, Kim. You're all locked up.
Always. Come on through.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sue Robertson from Imagine Better.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
inviting me over.
Come on through. Just lock the gate up. This
Thanks,
is my
Kim.
lounge/bedroom.
That's the train track running down the hallway.
Yeah, it's never ending, eh? But unfortunately, I don't have my own room. The kids have to be separate, so I'm in the lounge and have been for 16 years. So
Okay.
this is my space.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Does that work for you?
I don't enjoy it,
No.
but it's better than nothing. At least I've got a roof over my head. Could be worse.
Yeah. Well, look, I really do understand. So I do want to let you know I'm not just some random stranger coming into your lounge from Imagine Better. We have 3 adult children now, and Katie's 29, and she has all the attributes of autism and all its gloriousness.
Speaking?
No, she's never developed language, and theoretically an intellectual disability. But as you know, they.
And she lives at home with you guys still?
No, she doesn't. 7 years ago,
Wow.
Neil and I, how we describe it as Neil and I ran away from the family home and left her to go flatting.
Awesome.
But she needs considerable support.
That's really cool. And she's still really happy, so she's been doing it a few years now.
She's really happy. And
What about you and your husband, though?
We've got a life back.
I haven't had one of those, so yeah.
Well,
Must be pretty choice, eh?
honestly, it's absolutely possible. Keep pulling it. Yeah. So, PATH stands for Planning Alternative Tomorrows with Hope. And it's really forward-looking. So, what could be happening by a date in the future where life would look sweet and what would be involved in it. So, if Imagine Better was to offer to do a PATH plan for you,
Oh, for me?
would you be, yeah, for you, Kim.
Well, I always make myself restricted because, I don't know what the kids will be doing next, where they're going to be. But, yeah, I suppose if I get myself sorted, then I can sort the kids.
Well,
I hadn't really thought about it that way.
yeah, and what we can also look at in that vision is a goal for each of the boys. I'm a bit like you, and what I've learned is it's a courageous act to invite people in.
Yeah, well, that'll be definitely difficult.
Yeah.
It's hard asking for help, but it's so much easier to see where help is needed for others. So, yeah, I'm going to have to bite the bullet, aren't I? It would be nice to have a partner to share my life and the kids' life, but it's just awkward trying to fit someone in with us. We're so set in our routines as well, I suppose, that I can't imagine, having time to fit another person in. See, Auntie, don't take any crap from the kids. I usually get quite anxious when I've got to leave them. Auntie Chevelle's there, so it's a lot better. Occasionally I've had to leave Durham with them, and that really freaks me out. I kind of rush it, whereas I should be relaxing and enjoying my half hour to myself. I don't really like shopping. People are a pain in the arse in the place. You've got to dodge around a few of the pensioners, so I just like to get it done and get out of there. Yes. Yeah, it looks right, all right. Yeah. Yes. Hi, good, thank you. Thank you very much. You too, you have a good day. Cheers. I don't know. Good day. Yeah, hopefully.
Good with us specials.
You're an egg, man. All my friends are special. In their own unique ways?
In our own unique ways. We're all special. The boys come first, foremost, and second and third, and she just makes sure that, they've got their food and they've got their mum. But yeah, that's why she does get quite a bit sick, tired. I mean, even mentally, being locked in a place, and hearing about some of us girls and what our adventures are up to through our lives. I mean, that can be a bit of a downer, but
it could be just.
Look, she's marvellous because she don't just do it for the boys. She's done it for a lot of people.
Well, babysitting the kids for me while I'm comatose. That's awesome.
Yeah, she got pretty sick. She got pleurisy, and they gave her a cocktail with the medicines that would have knocked any big guy out, and it pretty much knocked my mate out right at Christmas time, too. And yeah, so pretty much stayed here.
But yeah, just so grateful, Chevelle, because Mum was in hospital, and so I didn't have any backup, basically, which is something that we've kind of realised that I don't have a lot of, so I'm going to have to get onto that.
Yeah, that's the biggest scare, and we've been talking about it a lot lately, is if anything happened to her, and who would be here for the boys for the rest of their lives, because it's what it is, it's for the rest of their lives. They're never really going to come into society where they are. I mean, we may put them into homes and that, but, in a sense, they've known it for so long here. They love it here. I've never heard her complain, but she's always said it. She's glad and she's proud of who she has as her boys. But yeah.
Well, there were no trade-ins at the shop?
Well, no, not for you, you naughty girl. I've caught her a couple of times when we have Jackson or Jacob, and she'll just stare at them. Like, she's so, not just proud, but she's so blessed to have been gifted the three that she's been gifted.
So we're just off to Kate's place, which is just around the corner, about 2 minutes away from where Neil and I live. In the first year that she went flatting, I think I was around there 3 or 4 times a week. And it took a few months before that whittled down to once or twice a week. And Kate's just blossomed. Okay. Hi, how are you? she's really content and happy. She's a gardener, she's an artist, she's a great housekeeper. Oh, you want a photo with me?
Yeah.
Have you done the vacuuming this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've come to get the vacuum cleaner. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Did you weed your garden?
Meow.
There's a health and safety issue that sits there where she needs considerable support to live well. Under individualised funding, Katie's able to employ her own staff, which she does in her own unique way.
Supermarket with Dad. Coke, 2 Cokes, 20 Kodak.
See ya, bye.
I will because it helped me think about things, like how to get a job and what I'm going to do today. Yeah, for the majority of my life, it's been Mum raising me. She really should take better care of herself. She gets way too stressed way too easily, but she's quite level-headed for someone who has 3 special needs children.
You're having a moi. You're going to sleep now. Did you guys tell him to do that?
Yeah.
Hmm? Well, I suppose for any child, you just love them because they're yours and, you know, but when they need so much from you, like these boys, it's more so because, you know, it's like always having a baby, if you know what I mean. And, you know, it's like having a baby. It's, you know, pretty awesome. It's just that they're a bit larger than me. But, yeah, it is pretty awesome, you know. Unconditional.
Well.
Yeah, you good? Lucky I got my tubes tied before the autism because I wouldn't have coped if I'd had more. Not at all. 3's hard enough, but I don't think 4 would be doable. Living opposite the park, you know, I watch those guys playing cricket and footy and I wouldn't play, but I can't, so it's all good. I've had a life before I had my kids, so, you know, I was quite lucky beforehand, you know. I had my motorbike, so I used to ride around a lot, go visit the whānau and stuff. So, yeah, I've had my life, so it's about the kids now. Hi, Jack. Want to go for a drive? And put your shoes and socks on, please? Good man. We're going to attempt to go shopping at the warehouse with the boys. They've both got a $25 warehouse voucher from their Nan and Nolan. Jacob, you want to get your shoes and socks on? We'll go for a drive. You're organised already? You're a good man. We're just going to wait for Jackson to get his shoes and socks on. Shut the door when you come out. Come on. I usually like to plan ahead, tell the kids what we're doing a week or 2 in advance, just to prep them. Hand on the car. Hand on the car. Thank you. Okay, you can hop in now, please. We don't go out a lot because Jackson and Jacob, their sensory thing, it just, different things set them off, upset them. Too much noise, too many people, noises we don't even hear, Jacob especially, so it's kind of safer to stay home. You'll see, believe me, you'll see what he's like. Then again, he might be an angel and you'll think, oh, she's full of crap. So we'll see. Let's go. We'll go. Oh, we'll go this way.
I can only imagine what it might be like to have more than one family member with autism living in the same house. But I really do understand how your world can become small.
Yep, in here.
But I think one of the things that Kim is already missing is other people in her life and having someone help you to think.
Come on then.
Because you can get quite stuck in your thinking.
Get the step. Good. The risk of losing track of Jackson at the mall is he could end up anywhere. He's a bit of a runner and he'll just go, which is understandable. He's locked up daily, I suppose. You can go have a look, Jacob, whatever you want to look at. Which one do you want? Cinderella. Have a look. at the front. 2, only 2. No, 2. 1, 2. This one going back then. I took Jacob to the mall once and there's that ad, Shaken Dog. And Jacob saw it and he just screamed and screamed and screamed and had to leave because it upset him. And people were just like looking at us. Yeah. So you can take your time, son. You find what you like. People just judge them by their behaviour. And they don't understand that maybe that kid's going off because a simple thing like, you know, a noise that we can't hear. It's all right. You can just get that one if that's what you want. I've been judged by many, but I don't really give a shit what other people think, you know. We cope and live in our world the way we do best, you know, and for others, they can live their life their way. There you go, put your computers, put your games on there. Just wait, All right, you're all right, don't panic. Thank you very much. Cheers, you have a good day too. Thank you. Do I have to carry those? Or just yours? I see. Good, you did well, boys. Well done, I'm impressed. Hey, Sue, how are you?
Yeah, good.
George has arrived at the same time.
Yep, look out, it's going to swing towards you.
Okay.
Come on through. Yes, come on through.
Come in and I'll introduce you
Hi,
to
how are you?
Georgia.
Good, I'm Georgia.
Hi, I'm Kim.
Okay.
Oh, you guys smell yummy.
Thank you. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you again.
You too.
And you're a friend of...
Oh, Jackson and Jacobs.
That's the auntie.
Hello, darling.
Hi, I'm Georgia.
Javel.
Nice to meet you. Georgia's our artist. Hi.
Oh,
Georgia. Hi.
JK.
Hi. Maybe up there, I reckon.
The nail's helping the blue check stay there.
Kim, thank you so much for inviting Georgia and I to spend time with you today to plan your path. If life looked really good for you, and of course your family, but we're focusing on you, then what would we like to see happen? Like, for example, I know, you know, you've got your bed in the lounge. Do you see yourself having your own bedroom back?
Well, once the kids have moved out of home, I can have the choice of bedrooms, which would be really choice.
So you'll have one younger son still living at home.
Yes. Wow. That sounds awesome.
Jaron will have left home. He'll be flatting, he'll be working, he'll be
Great.
popping back for a few feeds. Jacob will be 21 and he will have come to the end of transition planning and you'll have, you know, firm
Probably
plans
a job,
in place for him.
Hopefully, yes.
Cool. Jackson will be 19 and he'll be in the middle of his transition planning. You'll be in some kind of paid employment.
Yeah, well, simple
possibly.
solutions for families, you know, basically, if someone had sort of come along and sort of said, oh, have you tried this, when, you know, when I first had the kids, it would have been quite helpful.
Javel, what would you really like to see?
I'd like to see the boys settle, that will settle her. Like if something happens to her, where do we go with the boys, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
That's
kind
absolutely
of main
can be
goal
done.
in life, basically, is
Yep.
know that they're covered.
That's
you know,
right.
When I'm gone.
So, in fact, Georgia, a good term for that is know that my boys are covered.
I think we're pretty well sussed for the next couple of years, and something more to build on too, once, you know, I've got all this sort of in my mind and sorted. But yeah, it's been a great productive day.
I'm really excited for Kim's future and that of her family. She's done some really great planning. I look forward to coming back. I think her world is open.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It just gave me other ways to look at things as well. You know, stepping back from the kids and letting them do things for their own selves. And as long as the kids are happy, that's pretty much all happy, healthy children. That's pretty much all I want.
You too. I'm excited to be heading out and doing something today. I'm going to be doing some carpet laying with my dad.
Great, well done. Beautiful.